this time around, guys. We start at the top left side of the map. Our blue Protoss player. This is Trap. Up against the red Terran player MarineLorD. Has been playing some very aggressive TVP the last few days. I watched a little bit of that. This sounds really low, isn't it? I watched a little bit of his TVP over in the 2018 has left the game not the 20, that's this one. Not that tournament, the WardiTV Christmas Invitational. We're going to have more from that coming up on Thursday, our playoffs. MarineLorD seeded into the round of 8 where he's potentially going to meet Gung Fu Banda or Raynor. So really cool bracket that we have actually for the WardiTV Christmas Invitational. Going to be a lot of really cool matches. Really looking forward to it. That starts up on Thursday evening. That's tomorrow evening actually. So make sure you tune in for that. Going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So yeah, looking forward to that, as we do see this probe is going to be heading across to the bottom right hand side of the map. Yeah, MarineLorD. MarineLorD used to be on Millennium way back in the day. This is the NA service. These guys don't update their names here all the time. I mean, MarineLorD probably plays on the NA server very rarely. He just said he should probably change his name. Because obviously he's now on O Gaming, not Millennium. Anyways, that proxied barracks, and it is just a proxied barracks for the moment. We'll see if he's going to proxy anything else as well. He does keep the SCV here, which would suggest a factory coming down. For now, just the Reaper starting up with this probe, pulling out from the main base down to the natural. Nibbles away at the SCV, starting to deal just a little bit of damage here. SCV taking some shots as that factory coming in on the bottom left-hand side. Another SCV pulls in towards the probe. And we have the Nexus on the way up. There's that Reaper now, reactor coming down. And again, trying to see what will happen as we do have the Reaper going to pull all the way towards the bottom right-hand corner. We can see what it can do. Probe still just wandering around here in the early stages, and Reaper shows up. Going to be able to pick up a couple of shots onto that probe right away. Is going to get the kill. Job well done so far. Starport gets dropped on the left-hand side as well, so this is just a proxy everything from MarineLorD. He's going to go for a very, very aggressive push up into that natural expansion here. This is the bottom side of the bracket where MarineLorD will play the winner of Mana versus Bunny. We'll have the results for you guys on that game ASAP. Same for Denver Petit Drogo. Get you those results when we have them, as we do see this Adept going to be shading back over to the left side. Reaper hopping up. And is, well, we've seen this proxy everything build a couple times already. A Cyclone will be opening, but then it will generally switch in towards a Siege Tank. And a Liberator as well is very popular, but not before Medevac. So it kind of opens up with this, let's kind of have a very mobile army, into let's have a very good army to siege up and to be able to kind of make happen. This is not a crazy, this is not like a ridiculous what the hell sort of build. This is just a proxy 1-1-1. So it's something that you see a fair amount, honestly. It's really not that ridiculous, guys. I'm promising you. It's actually not as ridiculous as you might think it is right here. Trap, he's setting up with that fast robo. So he Chrono Boosts out an Immortal, definitely the correct decision. 2 extra gates as well. They're going to be really important once the Liberator starts coming out here, because with the Liberator, the last thing you want to have happen is for it to show up and you just have like one Stalker and no gates to warp in anymore. You know, with 3 Stalkers warping in, potentially, you are going to be able to do a fair amount as that tank is picked up, and across the map we begin to go. Cyclone locks on there as the first couple of shots are actually pretty good. The Immortal barrier gets popped pretty quick as well. First Stalker actually goes very low. He's going to see a Reaper Grenade on the Immortal, but just bounces it back. Nothing too crazy. MarineLorD is locked onto the Cyclone. The tank is sieged as well. Marines are going to help to take that Immortal down. However, the Stalker is able to target the tank as well, and the Medevac is just able to boost away for the moment. SCV is pulling in as the shield battery does the job of continuing to heal up these Stalkers. So now these SCVs are all that's left, and that's just going to be GG. Trav had a perfect response. Incredible. Bottom left-hand side, our red Protoss player. This is from Jinair Greenwings. Trav. Top right from O Gaming, now Blue Terran, MarineLorD. He's going to open with a very early scout, or barracks in the natural. Looks like it will be a barracks in the natural. Surely not a factory as well, though. Surely not. Probe scout here just coming in after the gateway trap to move across the map, and just to confirm what's going on in these early stages. Just wants to see what's up, what's happening. As you do see the probe continue to come along here. A couple of gases on the way up in the main base, so getting that going. As you do see the probe going to hop up into the main, and again just going to have a little bit of a look around to see just what is going on here. Just had an X-core on the way up as well here from traps, so getting that underway. As we do just have the again the single probe just having a nice little scout around. Nothing too crazy, nothing ridiculous to get this going. SCV just in a little bit of trouble. Probe's going to go on a big old patrol around there for a couple of moments. Try and see what's going on. There's the concussive shells actually from MarineLorD. Okay, so it is going to be something a little bit unique. He's going to get this Marauder into a bunker early game. He's going to wait for a second one maybe. Maybe he wants to wait for the Nexus to finish so that he can't cancel it. Man, Marauders in a bunker are actually going to be kind of powerful. This being in the natural is obviously kind of a big deal. Never seen by the probe here. Oh, this is actually a smart little play by MarineLorD. So couple of Marauders about to jump into this bunker. I mean, again, doesn't want to show it until that Nexus is complete. Why would you? I mean, you're just going to gain so much more by waiting for the Nexus to complete, because then again, you can't cancel it. You don't get that money back. MarineLorD feels as though he's still got the time as they go. Two Marauders jump in, and Trap's going to be like, really? Really, dude? And Dept is going to pull back home as the Stalkers coming forwards. Oh, Stalker gets caught by the Marauders. The Stalker's going to go down. That's actually a big deal. Stalker going down, and suddenly these Marauders feel confident to go up the ramp. You cannot lose another Stalker here. Oh, the Marauders actually went very far forwards there for a moment. He is going to get a couple of them towards that Stalker. Gets a few shots off. Probe's going to continue to drop. Once again, another shot onto the Stalker. Again, doesn't go down yet. 3 workers killed and counting as he kites away. Gets 4 workers. The Adept now slowed, and over time the Adept actually will not really get much done here. Finally another Stalker coming out, but man, those Marauders, when they're all able to shoot, actually get a lot of damage. Gets one more probe as well, and that will be it for the moment. But there is also a Marauder still in the bunker on the low ground. Another one building it, now going in towards a Cyclone, as that factory is in the natural. There's probe still patrolling. I mean, there's nothing to see here, but factory and the Magfield Accelerator is going to really power up this follow-up. With 6 workers killed already, MarineLorD's looking kind of good at the moment, with 2 Marauders now in this bunker. Again, Stalker and the Adept looking around, trying to see. Does he still not know? I guess he's looking for the factory, right? Because he knows the factory isn't in the main. The factory isn't proxied, so that actually is really nice for MarineLorD here. As we are going to see again, the Marauders, well, in double bunkers are having a pretty good time right here. The Adept is getting SCV. And, well, this Immortal is kind of the big bad boy against this. This is the one thing that's really going to probably shut this down more so than anything else. The Cyclone coming over. Man, if the Cyclone can just lock onto the Immortal, there's so much potential here to actually just grab a kill. Comes in, locks on, so immediately going to get quite a bit of damage done. Magfield Accelerator isn't in play. Loses the lock on. Oh my god, that Nexus is going to go super low. The Cyclone realizes the opportunity to get an Immortal, actually. I thought he might have just gone for the Nexus. I guess it's tough to still keep locked onto the Nexus, though. The Nexus is so low at the moment as we see MarineLorD thinking about how he's going to try and follow this up here. War Prism is about to complete as we're going to be seeing Immortal locked onto again. Magfield Accelerator now, a second Cyclone lock on. That's a dead Immortal. War Prism does not get there soon enough to save the day. Now he locks onto the Nexus, and, well, he's got consistent vision anyways. Runs up the ramp, and he will get the final kill. So the Nexus goes down just as the Cyclone dies. MarineLorD will start to expand behind this with another Cyclone coming out. A Liberator headed towards the main base as well. Fantastic job done of this so far. As we see that Lib coming across and into the main very shortly. Max wants to try and block the Nexus here, but he actually missed because of the probe and didn't realize it. And he will be able to land, so Nexus is going to be blocked. Job very well done here. As we're going to be seeing the Adept, the Stalker still fighting again. The command center about to finish on the low ground. Very reliant on these Cyclones to keep him alive, of course. They are going to be the big damage dealers. It's going to be difficult, though. We'll probably have to try and lock onto that Warp Prism somewhat quickly to be able to get something done. The Rack's going down means it has to be rebuilt. He's rebuilt and free in the main base. Cyclones in the main being repaired. Here comes the Liberator as Trap goes for a counterattack. So those probes are going to be stopped from mining. That's going to be frustrating as well. 2 of 3 workers going down already. Make that 4 and 5. Very, very nicely done. As we're going to be seeing locks onto the Stalkers. Although he does have a lock on onto the Prism, so the Prism goes down and Trap will just type out GG. And well, again, what happens on MarineLorD Trap Game 3. Again, some short games today. I don't think we've hit the 10-minute marker. Maybe our first game of the day hit the 10-minute marker, but it's been pretty quick and pretty aggressive between the players so far in this. As we get this ready to go to the bottom left side, our blue Protoss player. This is Trap. And to the top right-hand side, the red Terran from O Gaming, MarineLorD. So, a couple of results coming in, or a result coming in. Bunny, free 0's mana. And so Bunny has advanced through the bottom side of the bracket to play against the winner of this series. So that is Bunny, free 0 mana. Mana unable to pick up a map here today. Wardy, why is it that every time you activate commercial I have to refresh the page in order to come back to the stream? Asylum, that sounds like the sort of thing that you would have to talk to Twitch about. If you, there's a little report button or little kind of little button under the stream that should be able to report issues. You should report that and let Twitch know, because there is something that they will generally be able to help you with. I don't know the answer to that, obviously. MarineLorD playing some mind games. Racks in a factory. Getting dropped on down. Is the Mana Bunny game getting cast anywhere? Well, it is over. Bunny picking up that free 0, but we are looking to cast that after the finals. Again, it's one of those weird situations where it's like we just don't have the time to cast all the quarterfinals today, so we're going to be only casting 2 of them. I know you guys would like to see the games, so I will show you the games, even if we already know the results. For me, it's about showing you guys the action, what happened in those matches. So we'll definitely be casting those after the finals today. But obviously that's in a little while, as we do see this Reaper coming down the map. Stargate coming up in the main base here. Stalker being chrono boosted out as we get this underway in the early stages of game number 3. Obviously, this Racks in the factory just went back home. Trap is going to have to play. It's kind of MarineLorD just playing all the mind games here and just keeping Trap on edge because of the fact that Trap doesn't know what's really going on. Now, he has seen the Reaper, so he's not overly concerned, and that Stalker pushes that Reaper away just a little bit here. Cyclone on the way up in the main base. Starport coming up as well. About to finish, in fact, in the next few moments, so Starport about to be done. As you do see the Phoenix just being chrono boosted out of the main base as well. So again, that Phoenix up right now. And also just going to be seeing that command center about to finish from MarineLorD. Able to get that down to the low ground. So it's a pretty fast expand from him. As he gets this underway, there's that Phoenix just going to be hanging out over here. And does want to just be a little bit careful. Wants to keep itself alive because it can be a very useful unit. I mean, against a Banshee coming up, going to be kind of nice. There isn't any actual detection on the map at the moment, so if these Banshees are able to get out here, okay, now there's an Oracle coming up, but even an Oracle, one Oracle is generally maybe going to go across the map, use its energy. That's not going to help Trap at all, so has to be very, very cautious of this. And as we're going to be seeing the couple of Phoenix just hanging out. Again, Oracle is about to finish up. And he's going to start moving forwards. Going into more Phoenix. It looks like he's just going to keep this Oracle at home. So maybe that is his way of just having detection. But even still, if the second Banshee shows up, the Oracle's not going to have tons of energy right away. If those Banshees stay split, they can definitely avoid obviously being revelated at the same time and that becomes a pretty big deal. Well, Phoenix on the way up here. Banshee coming out of the main. Again, the Marines and the Cyclone just hanging out on the natural expansion. As we do see 2 more probes. Still just building up and going to be coming in towards the natural in a sec. I mean, everything just looking good for Trap to get fully saturated here on the 2 bases. With the Phoenix play up, he can start harassing very soon as well. MarineLorD is yet to really come in and do anything. His Banshee's hanging back, and looks like he just wants to, rather than anything else, just go for this big push. So it's going to be an interesting push because he is up against those Phoenix, which can lift up a lot of those units, the tank, the Cyclone. Phoenix can obviously get rid of the Banshees very quickly as well, so that is kind of a big deal, as MarineLorD has that second tank now coming across as well. Finds us out in the middle of the map and is taking that down very quickly. Obviously, that's kind of as expected here. This Trap just has that one Stalker, and, well, there's a lock-on. Stalker taking a little bit of damage. Banshees are going to cloak up as we see the Siege tank gets taken down. Marines continue to fight at the moment as Zealots keep on dropping. We see that next tank getting lifted up into the sky as well, but it is just a complete shutdown. With the Phoenix being out, it is a complete shutdown, and just nothing can be done about it. MarineLorD's in trouble. He lost his army here. He lost the SCVs he pulled, and Trap has just absolutely destroyed this. Honestly, I feel like the Phoenix are just so good against these pushes. You lift up the tanks, they can't siege. You can lift up Marines and kill them super fast. Like, yeah, it takes up a lot of energy, but it's not even like it's loads of Marines, because it's only 1 Rax. Obviously, the Banshees don't really do anything either, as the tank will be behind some bunkers, and will be trying to hold on. Trap is being pushed back. MarineLorD tries to buy time for the bunkers to finish, but his Marines are in very low numbers, and the Stalkers will just jump on that tank there. MarineLorD is able to get the bunkers up, at least losing a couple of SCVs. Oh, the first bunker's going to go down, which means that actually second bunker's a little bit out of position, really. And so these Stalkers will be able to go behind the mineral line and finish this off. Trap goes 2-1 right now in this best of 5. Kairos Junction. I mean, honestly, we haven't really had much of a chance to talk about any of the maps. The games are so fast, we're not really getting into the macro stages anyways. As we have to the bottom right-hand side, the red Protoss player here is Trap. Top left, the blue Terran is MarineLorD. Was Serral playing in this tourney? No. Fermi beat a Korean. Yeah, he 3-0'd Solar Montian. Montian, I want to make you a VIP, because you definitely deserve to be VIP. I thought this the other day, when I was just thinking about who to add as VIPs on the channel. You're definitely a VIP, yeah. Thank you for always being so awesome and supporting the stream, dude. I was waiting for you to show up until I gave you VIP, though. You know, I like the idea of, like, you know, you get things while you're on the channel. Man, this Rax gets proxied in the top right-hand side of the map. 4th game in a row where the barracks will not build in the natural expansion of... in the main base of MarineLorD. Or in the natural expansion. I guess I built in the natural, or close to the natural one time. Or close to the main base one time. That was on Cerulean. Finally, I catch the stream in a European-friendly time, says 110do. I always, it's a Ghost Academy, fun. I always cast in EU-friendly times. Or at least I try to. This is interesting then. So, he's going to go into the Ghost on the top right. I wonder if this is like Cloak or something. Yeah, so he starts up Cloak. And Trap, what's he going to do about it? Well, not a lot at the moment here. As you see this next depot going to come down in just a second. So again, that Cloak for the Ghosts, and the first Ghost on the way. So he'll probably come forward with 2 Ghosts, so you can one-shot probes. The thing is, you can get rid of Observers. If you save your scan, or you EMP the Observer, EMP is not preferable, because actually it takes a lot of energy, so then you lose the Cloak anyways. If you can save the scan the Observer and kill it with the Ghosts, that's obviously huge. So a lot of potential damage, but obviously it's a big investment to build not just a Ghost Academy and Ghost this early, but also the Cloak for the Ghost this early. As you're going to see, that Reaper will go down. Stuck in a corner here. no way out. Ghost number 1 has arrived. Ghost number 2 ready in just a moment. Probes automatically mining away here on the natural. Does EMP reveal flying units? It reveals any cloaked unit, including yes, flying cloaked units as well. I mean, EMP works on air units in general, right? It takes the shields off of them, so obviously cloak should also work. It's a fast immortal from Trap as well, so it's not even an observer. He wants to go for the aggressive build where you kind of push forwards with a fast immortal and so on. That or he's just afraid of what's coming up, but obviously going to be punished for having no observer at all here. Is the Stalkers see it. He's going to try and hold position on the ramp, and he is going to be able to. It means he's obviously very limited, MarineLorD, in terms of what he can kill here. Only a few probes really able to be picked off. Next couple of kills. Going to go for the Adept. He actually deals that extra damage to the Adept there, so is able to bring it down pretty quick with a shield battery. He's going to keep it alive. 2 goes back away as that cloak begins to fade away. 4 workers killed so far. Wouldn't really say that's enough as he goes into the factory and the tech lab. I mean, how do you transition out of this as MarineLorD? Yes, he's got an expansion, but he's also building frickin' ghosts at the 4-minute marker. I mean, ghosts are cool and all, but they're actually not very good against this set of units. Okay, you can EMP, but past the EMP, you can't really snipe any of these. You don't really deal much damage to them in general. There's actually no observer with this army, by the way. It's just now about to show up, so it's a little bit of a shame. One ghost goes down. The other one's obviously backed into a corner, so he doesn't really have anywhere to run to. And you can only hope to, hope that Trap maybe forgets about it. Although, yeah, I mean, there's literally nowhere forward to go. So MarineLorD is going to lose his ghosts, and Trap has put himself into a very good position at the moment here, as MarineLorD's aggressive TVP builds are just not working out for him at all. They are not going his way. Twilight Council comes down in the main as we do see the Observer and the Stalker coming across the map, and Immortal and a few more Stalkers also coming over. There's the Temple Archives on the way up here from Trap, with a charge upgrade also starting up. So that charge coming through. Again, a couple more racks coming down in the main base. Reactor dropping down, and Infinity CC's been built as well, so if MarineLorD can hold on, and actually maybe there's some possibility for him here, but he loses the Cyclone. Ah, man, that bunker is literally 100% complete, apart from the fact it's got 0.1% missing. It's like 99.99999. Drops an EMP on the Stalkers. The tank fire is actually okay to help out, but it's just not far enough forwards, and MarineLorD's losing SCVs. Trap may not commit fully into this here, but he can very comfortably take a 3rd Nexus and, well, just go into the next stage of the game. He knows that MarineLorD's not going to be aggressive anytime soon. The Observer sees the Tech Lab's just starting to build now as well, so has a good timing as the EMP is used to kill the Observer. Has a good amount of time to figure out when to, when he's going to have to deal with Stimpak, etc. As 2 Stalkers and the Immortal from Trap are going to pull back down through the center of the map to the bottom right-hand side. With 5 more gates on the way up. Charge as well. Immortal joins up with the Stalkers. The 3rd Nexus coming down here. Trap is just probably feeling very good at the moment. Obviously, the early build from MarineLorD is very aggressive, and it didn't really do anything. It didn't really do anything at all. Storm finishing up shortly, as we do have CV. Comes over, gets picked off right away. In fact, Storm's already done here. It means that Trap has a lot of pushing potential. He is already coming up to the top side. Might just look to apply some pressure on this 3rd base. MarineLorD's defense, obviously, doesn't. Again, Trap also knows that Stim and combat shields won't be done yet because he knew what time those tech labs were built. So he knows so far what's kind of happening. But he kind of knows that he's kind of safe to push across here, that there's no real kind of powerful bio army ready. The tanks are obviously very positionally focused as well, so it's tough for them to kind of be everywhere. And okay, I mean, Trap sees the army. Oh my god, the first storm's already disgusting. First Marine's just taking an absolute beating. Trap goes down to the bottom side, but there's a War Prism in the main that's going to force MarineLorD to get reinforcements over here. Oh, he's going to lose Stim. Stim pack goes down about 15 seconds from completion. EMPs do land on these Zealots, and well, the tanks will do some damage up on the high ground, I'm sure. Anti-armor missile hits the units on the bottom of this, but a storm on the ramp, and MarineLorD has no option over them to GG, as Trap takes a very